Hi everybody, this is Jim Egan, head of school, Synapse School, with a Friday update as we head into Labor Day, the unofficial end to the summer. I hope everybody is okay with that. I know I've had a nice summer, but I'm ready to go in the fall as well. Just a few things. Thanks parents for your participation in the Parent-Teacher Conferences, which were this week. Sometimes other educators will ask me, why Parent-Teacher Conferences at the beginning of the school year? You don't have any grades, you don't have reports. That's not the point. We're trying to actually create relationships with our families to best serve and meet the needs of our students and their children. So parents, thanks for coming in, sharing your hopes and your fears for your kids this school year and getting to know our teachers better. We build relationships, I think, better than any school that certainly I know of. Speaking of relationships, middle school overnight, they're out there right now at a camp. They went last night. Reports are they're having a great time. That too is about building relationships, kids with kids, new students with students who are long-standing Synapse kids, and certainly also with the adults, the mentors that are in their lives. So we haven't done that overnight in a few years. I'm excited that they were able to get out there and go. So we have relationships that are being built. Some other things you should know about that are being built. Our website was launched. We have a new website. I want to give a big shout out to Sarah H., Director of Community Programs, who really led that project with Jennifer W. and Dana S. in admissions and Katie A. in admissions as well. We did not hire a PR firm or any consultants. We did everything in-house. Teachers were involved, staff were involved. It was a long process. So parents, check out their website. Let us know what you think. Give us your feedback too, right? Because we just launched it and we're excited about the product that we put out there. And I can't say enough good things about Sarah H. at the helm of that project for many, many, many months as well, right? She's acting as the web designer, the web master, and also the project manager, which was just exceptional. So we had a great week. I'm going to end with a question from a book that I occasionally reference, The Parents, Dao Te Ching, right? A new interpretation. It's been put out by William Martin, and there is a little anecdote here around children and the lessons they have to teach, right? So your children have lessons to teach you. And it's a question. How happy would your life become if every time you taught your children a new idea or skill from your world, you stopped and watched until they taught you one from theirs? What will you learn from them today? One of the best things about being head of this school and working in schools in general is the lessons that we learn from kids. I was just observing kids paying attention to the kindergartners paying attention to the morning sing with Sarah. She'd brought in a harp. I watched PE over at Sports House this past Wednesday, and just sort of the dynamic sort of group of kids in that facility. But I also went into an L2 class out in the outside garden classroom, and I took questions. I sort of stopped by. Stephanie, the teacher, asked me to if I wanted to say hi, and the kids were asking me questions about my job and my work, and one student said to me, he raised his hand or his quiet thumb, I believe, and I said, yes, question. And he said, yeah, I have a question. You have a suspicious amount of free time. What is it that you actually do? And I thought that was such an astute observation from a child, right? Their interpretation of work is often physical, right? They see in the Richard Scarry books, right, that there's a fireman, there's a policeman, and there's bus drivers, and then they see folks around campus banging stuff and putting things up, and their teachers are shuttling kids to and fro. But they really have no idea about what I do and sort of that suspicious amount of free time. And so what that taught me was I have to do a little bit of explaining perhaps to our youngest learners about what it means to be in leadership and what it means to try to be part of a change-making team to co-create something, because they don't really see that. So I got an incredible chuckle out of that observation by one of our smallest kids. And I ask you to ask your kids questions and observe them and learn lessons from them too. Okay, have a great holiday weekend. It's gonna be hot. Drink water. That's always important. I'll see you next week.